Good evening, Milford School District. Let's talk about the price of homes right now, whether or not they'll continue to see an increase in price going forward, and whether or not you should be concerned as a homeowner in Milford, Delaware. Let's get into it. All numbers today are sourced via the Bright MLS Milford, and if you want this sheet to follow along with my notes on exactly how the housing market is performing, just hit this QR code, follow along with me. You don't got to put any info in. It'll just pop right up on your phone. Let's get into it. Current home price is $301,450. That is the lowest it's been in quite a while. We'll talk about that. And the days on market average sits just under a month and a half, just by a hair, at 40 days as the days on market average a home will sit before it sells. Moving back up a couple years, let's look at June of 2022 to see that we had 49 homes hit the real estate market that month. We had 43 homes last year in that same month hit the market. And this year, we had an even higher number with 50 homes hitting the market, 50 new homes in the Milford School District hitting the housing market. Now, of course, that's not a giant increase in the amount of homes listed year over year, but one increase we have had is the amount of homes that are staying on the market. So homes that are getting on the market and staying on the market is called our EOM inventory, our end of month inventory. The end of month inventory for Milford back in 2022 in June was 90 homes on the market. In June of 2023, it was 94, so hardly moving really. And now in June of 2024, we shot up to 140 homes on the market. That's nearly 50 more. That's almost a 50% increase year over year. Is that concerning? Let's look more into the numbers. The month supply of inventory at the beginning of 2022, if you're following along on the sheet, is the sixth row over from the right. You'll see was 1 month. We had 1 month of inventory in the Milford School District to have buyers buy, meaning if nobody sold their home anymore, if everybody in January of 2022 said, hey, I'm not selling my home, I'm not putting it on the market, how many homes would we have on the market for the buyers? How many months would it last? Well, in January of 2022, it only would have lasted 1 month. In June of that same year, it would have lasted 2 months. In March of 2023, the following year, it would have lasted 3 months. And now, as we sit in the summer of 2024, we have 4 months of inventory, meaning if no one put their home on the market, nobody decided to sell their home, and we only had what was currently listed on the market, well, based off today's demand, we would only have 4 months worth of inventory, but that's 4 times the amount of inventory we had just 2.5 years ago, and that's significant. Follow along with me. Let's go over to how many days it takes for a home to sell, and has the price point been increasing year over year alongside that? So in June of 2022, homes were sitting on the market for 39 days on average before they sold. In June of 2023, that number was 25 days a home would sit on the market before it sold, and now we're up to 40 days, as I stated at the beginning of the video, just under, a hair under, a month and a half of days it would take for you to list your home on the market and inevitably get it sold to a buyer. But here's the number you're going to care about if you're looking to buy a home in the Milford School District. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you own a home in the Milford School District, go like this. Just go and plug your ears. So June of 2022, a home price median, this is the sold price, by the way, the price point homes were making to the closing table at, was $343,000 for the Milford School District, Kent and Sussex County, June of 2022. Let's look at the following year. Did the price go up? No, it actually went down $10,000, one of the few school districts to do that in Delaware. It went from $343,000 to $333,000. A great $10,000 decrease. And now, in June of 2024, the sold median for the Milford School District, Kent and Sussex County, dropped year over year from $333,000 to $301,000. Almost hitting the twos. Whoa, what happened there? To dive into that, let's get into my 2 takeaways. Takeaway number 1, it is slower in the lower, LSD, lower, slower Delaware. It is in full effect. There are less buyers buying in the Milford School District as we enter into the summer. And quite honestly, mid to end of summer into September and October are typically a pretty active time for Milford. It's a very active season. And as of right now, when I look at the numbers, the buyer demand is not extremely active. all while listing activity isn't extremely active either. So overall, it's slower in the Milford School District right now. My second takeaway is to track the stack. We need to track the stacking inventory that is happening in the Milford School District. If we look and monitor and watch the month supply of inventory, the end of month inventory, the overall amount of homes that are being listed month over month, which of course I keep track of right here on this YouTube channel each and every month and quarter, then we will know whether or not home prices are going to go up or down. Because if this number, the end of market inventory, keeps creeping up from 140 to 160 to 200 to 300 to 500, we will see home prices go down because homes will be sitting on the market longer, buyers won't be buying as quickly or as with much motivation, and ultimately, for homeowners in Milford, it could lead to lower price points your home could sell for. That's based off the numbers we're seeing right now, though. That could obviously change the initial steps we're seeing in what could be a lowering in demand, increase in supply, though moderately slow on the increase in supply section. We'll keep up to date. Again, if you want these numbers to look over yourself, source from the Bright MLS, go back to the beginning, get that QR code. Otherwise, have a dandy Milford, Delaware day, and we'll be back here soon. So hit the subscribe, hit the like button if you want to see more. Talk to you soon.